I grew up in an immigrant household and I moved around a lot because my mom had to work so many hours to support the family. So I had to live with other people and I had so many different experiences living in different homes. I remember when I was about 12 years old, um, wanting to end my life because I don't know. I just felt like I just couldn't take things anymore. I always felt a little bit overly emotional and had a hard time managing my emotions, just getting really down and feeling like I'm not good enough or no one loves me and things like that.
People are always asking me, how do you do everything that you do? And especially with everything that you've gone through, having come out of a domestic violence situation, a very awful marriage, if I would say so myself, and having to raise children on my own, not once but twice, being a full time caregiver, experiencing racism, and all the other things that I've gone through. But I'm still here and I'm still making a difference and still taking charge of my life and bringing hope to other people. People always ask the question, how do you do it all? And they make comments like, wow, I wish I could be like you. Oh, me, I could never do all of that. Or, things like that. And I take it as a compliment. But sometimes I think it's hard to hear those words because I know that my journey has been long. I've had some dark days where I've sat in a corner and just wished for death pretty much. And I've had moments where I felt completely on top. And I can sit here and proudly say that I have overcome a lot. I'm an overcomer. And even with a diagnosis of major depression as a young woman, I can sit here and say that I am no longer depressed. A lot of times when people think about mental health, they think about it as something that you're always going to struggle with, or it's always going to be a part of your life. And I beg to differ. I feel like for some people that is the case. And for me, it's definitely been a long journey. So let me not make you think as though I've gotten through everything, right? Because life is a journey and you never know what's going to happen. I still have moments of anxiety, especially at this age, with hormonal changes and stuff like that. However, I've learned some key strategies to overcome and to deal with the challenges as they come. The first thing I learned to do is accept myself for who I am and understand why I do the things that I do, because some of it, to be honest, has been a little bit like a big question mark. Like, Ruth, why are you doing that? Why are you behaving that way? Just some weird ways that I have coped over the years, like not opening important mail. And those things have been detrimental at some points. However, I've learned that I am the way I am and I cope with things different ways. And that doesn't make me a bad person. That doesn't mean that I can't rise above and achieve great things. So I separate moments from a lifetime. So just because I'm having a bad moment, that doesn't mean my whole entire life is bad. That doesn't mean that I'm a failure. That doesn't mean that I don't deserve to live. And that's totally different from how I used to speak when I was much younger. I felt like if I made a mistake, then that was the end of the world and no one would like me. I couldn't show my face in public. And for years and years, I would carry the guilt of one event, to the point where if I saw someone that was at that event, I wouldn't be able to face them. So now I live a totally different life. And yes, I do have my challenges from time to time, but I definitely don't struggle with major depression anymore. I don't take any medication. I just make sure that I separate moments from lifetime. And I also practice mindset work, which is what I teach to my clients. There's a lot of different things that I do to strengthen my mind so that when bad things happen, they don't destroy me, but I'm able to bounce back. And I'm just really, really happy that I've had these experiences that I could share with other people, because even though I'm not proud of everything I've done in my life, and I feel bad about some of the decisions and the ways that I've handled things, but that gives me more understanding for the next person who I see acting in a certain way because they're going through a hard time. I can be able to encourage them and have that sisterly embrace to let them know it's going to be okay. You're having a moment, but it's going to be okay. And yeah, they may need medication, they may need therapy, they may need more work to be done, but at least I could be that person that could really express to them, I've been there and I know it's hard, but you're going to get through this, and I'm going to do whatever I can to help you.